Good evening, everyone, and a super warm welcome to this pre launch webinar for trackCSR, our comprehensive CSR compliance tool. truCSR began in mid 2019, aiming to simplify complex corporate CSR compliance, a challenge amplified by the pandemic. CSR compliance in India has since dramatically transformed, shifting to a comply or pay penalties framework. Recognizing this, we developed trackCSR to help corporate teams navigate these complexities efficiently. We are privileged to have truCSR co-founders Mr. Pradeep Parakh and Mr. Hemant Panpalia with us today. Mr. Parakh, ACA and CS with over 37 years of experience in finance, accounting, corporate governance and compliance, co-founded truCSR after a long corporate career. Mr. Panpalia, a chartered accountant with over 28 years in business strategy and finance, is a serial entrepreneur and investor. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Mr. Pradeep Parakh and Mr. Hemant Panpalia.
Hello and welcome to today's webinar, Simplify Your CSR Compliance, a step-by-step guide with trackCSR. I am Hemant Panpalia, a co-founder at truCSR. I have with me one of the other co-founders, Mr. Pradeep Parakh, who is also an expert in CSR compliance domain. We are dedicated to empowering businesses to effectively manage their social responsibilities and achieve seamless compliance. Corporate social responsibility, commonly known as CSR, is no longer just a good-to-have phenomena. It's a legal obligation for many companies in India. Effective CSR management is crucial not only for compliance, but also for building a positive brand image, fostering stakeholder relationships, and contributing to sustainable development. However, navigating the complexities of CSR regulations can be a significant challenge. That's where truCSR comes in. Today, we are excited to introduce trackCSR, a comprehensive tool designed to simplify your CSR compliance journey from start to finish. We will walk you through the step-by-step process of annual CSR compliance and show you how trackCSR can streamline each stage.
Before we dive into trackCSR, let's take a moment to understand the foundation of CSR in India and the evolution of Section 135 of the Companies Act 2013. This section forms the backbone of CSR regulations in the country. The concept of corporate social responsibility has been present in India for centuries, but it gained significant momentum with enactment of Companies Act 2013. Section 135 of this Act mandated CSR spending for the first time, marking a turning point in how businesses approach their social obligations. Section 135 outlines the criteria for CSR eligibility, the requirement of CSR committee, the formulation of CSR policy, the allocation of funds, and reporting obligations. Over the years, this section has been amended and clarified through various circulars and notifications, reflecting the government's evolving vision for CSR. These amendments have brought about changes in the areas such as definition of CSR, the treatment of unspent amounts, the role of implementing agencies, and the reporting requirements. While these changes aim to strengthen the CSR framework, they also add to the complexity of compliance. And not to forget, the introduction of steep penalties for CSR non-compliances for the company and its key officers responsible for such compliances. Businesses now need to be more vigilant than ever to ensure they are meeting all the requirements. The annual CSR compliance cycle involves several key stages. Now let's walk through the sequential procedural steps that every CSR eligible company in India needs to follow annually. And importantly, we will highlight how trackCSR streamlines each of these crucial obligations. Now let's take a closer look at how trackCSR can help you streamline each of these steps. I will walk you through a brief demonstration of platform and highlight some of its key features that include user-friendly interface, automated eligibility checks, CSR policies and committee centralized records and administration, CSR budget allocation and annual action plan preparation features, CSR fund utilization recording feature, the report generation facility, both annual CSR activity report for annexing to the board report and CSR2 form data for facilitating easy and accurate filing, dealing with unspent CSR amount and transfer to funds with timely alerts.
Identification of CSR eligibility. As per Section 135(1), every company meeting the specified threshold, net worth, turnover, or net profit during the immediately preceding financial year is required to comply with CSR-related provisions. trackCSR integration. trackCSR helps you easily track your financial data against these thresholds, automatically flagging when your company becomes CSR eligible. Two, formulation and recommendation of CSR policy. The CSR committee is responsible for formulating and recommending a CSR policy to the board of directors. This policy should outline the activities to be undertaken by the company as specified in Schedule 7 of the Companies Act and the company's approach to CSR. trackCSR integration. trackCSR provides a centralized repository to upload, manage, and track versions of your CSR policy. It also offers templates and guidelines based on Schedule 7, assisting in the policy formulation process. The platform facilitates seamless communication and approval workflows between the CSR committee and the board. Two, constitution of CSR committee. As per Section 135, every company meeting the specified threshold, net worth, turnover, or net profit during the immediately preceding financial year is also required to constitute a CSR committee if the CSR spend obligation is 50 lakhs rupees or more. trackCSR integration. trackCSR helps you easily track your financial data against these thresholds, automatically flagging when your company requires to constitute CSR committee. It also provides a dedicated module to manage the composition and details of your CSR committee, ensuring it meets the regulatory requirements. You can store member details, meeting attendance details, all within the platform. 3. Board approval for allocation of budget and preparing annual action plans for CSR spending obligation. The Board of Directors, after considering the recommendations of the CSR committee, approves the CSR policy and allocates the annual CSR budget, which should be at least 2% of the average net profits of the company made during the 3 immediately preceding financial years. trackCSR integration. trackCSR allows you to record the board's approval date and easily input the allocated CSR budget. It automatically calculates the minimum 2% obligation based on your company's financial data, providing a clear benchmark for your spending. The platform also enables budget allocation across different CSR projects and activities. 4. Implementation of CSR activities. the company then proceeds to implement the CSR activities as outlined in its CSR policy. This can be done directly by the company or through registered trusts, societies, or Section 8 companies. trackCSR integration. trackCSR allows you to update your project-wise CSR expenditure details. Additionally, the truCSR project management module is crucial here. We will explain the same in subsequent slides. Five. Dealing with unspent CSR amount. The Companies Act has specific provisions for dealing with unspent CSR amounts. For ongoing projects, the unspent amount must be transferred to an unspent CSR account within 30 days of the end of the financial year and utilized within the next 3 financial years. For other than ongoing projects, the unspent amount must be transferred to a fund specified in Schedule 7 within 6 months of the end of the financial year. trackCSR integration. trackCSR meticulously tracks your CSR expenditure against the allocated budget for each project and the overall obligation. It automatically identifies any unspent amounts and categorizes them based on project status, ongoing or otherwise. The system then provides reminders and facilitates the transfer of funds to the unspent CSR account or Schedule 7 funds, ensuring compliance and preventing penalties. Six. Accurate and timely reporting in Board Report and CSR2 form. Companies are required to report on their CSR activities in their Board Report and file Form CSR2 with the Registrar of Companies. Accurate and timely reporting is critical for transparency and compliance. trackCSR integration. trackCSR simplifies the reporting process by automatically generating the required data for the Board Report and CSR2 form based on the information captured throughout the year. Providing templates to ensure compliance with the prescribed reporting formats. Ensuring that all necessary information, including details of CSR projects, expenditure, implementing agencies, and impact assessment, is included in the reports. You can regularly update project progress and milestones. Track expenditure against allocated budgets in real time. Capture qualitative and quantitative data related to project impact. Generate progress reports and dashboards to visualize the effectiveness of your CSR initiatives. Set up automated alerts for project deadlines and budget thresholds. 7. Development of robust tracking and monitoring mechanism on truCSR platform. You can plan, select, and monitor individual CSR projects, track their progress against defined timelines and budgets, manage implementing agency details, and maintain all related documentation, MOUs, agreements, and progress reports within the system. This eliminates the need of separately input the details of expenditure incurred on projects in trackCSR. A robust system for tracking the progress and impact of CSR activities is essential. This includes monitoring expenditure, timelines, beneficiary reach, and overall effectiveness. truCSR integration. truCSR provides comprehensive tracking and monitoring features.
Thank you for joining us and supporting our efforts in the CSR digitalization space. I'd like to briefly outline truCSR's evolution and the development of trackCSR. Launched in 2020, truCSR aimed to connect NGOs and companies for Schedule 7 projects when CSR regulations were simpler. Our initial portal served as a marketplace. Verified NGOs registered as implementers, showcasing their projects with key details. Companies registered as contributors, accessing listed projects and selecting them based on strategic criteria. The platform streamlined paperless agreements and fund disbursement. To ensure transparency, implementers provided monthly reports on fund utilization, enabling companies to monitor project progress. However, the 2021 and 2022 amendments significantly altered the CSR landscape, making the original portal less suitable for companies. We had over 80 NGO implementers but only 7 company contributors, as the amendments introduced new complexities. These amendments brought in changes like ongoing projects, mandatory verification of NGO registrations, CSR registration numbers, capital asset regulations, and stricter tracking. While intended to improve CSR, they increased the compliance burden on companies. We're now developing a revamped truCSR portal to be launched soon. This redesigned platform incorporates all amended CSR legislation, comprehensively catering to both NGOs and companies. It features an enhanced dashboard, improved project management, and tools to address new compliance obligations. We believe the revamped truCSR portal will empower companies to digitize and automate CSR project tracking, enhancing efficiency and transparency. We encourage you to explore both trackCSR and the revamped truCSR portal to streamline your CSR compliance and administration.
We have covered a lot of ground today, and I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Here are a few common questions that we anticipate. Thank you for joining us today. We believe trackCSR can be a valuable asset for your organization, helping you navigate the complexities of CSR compliance with ease. With trackCSR, you can ensure compliance, save time and resources, and improve transparency, and focus on maximizing the impact of your CSR initiatives.
We are excited to launch trackCSR soon, and a lot of efforts has gone behind it. We invite you to be among the first to experience its benefits. For more information about trackCSR and truCSR, please visit our websites at compliance.trucsr.in and www.trucsr.in. You can also sign up for early access to the platform and avail 50% discount on the first year subscription being offered to our first 25 subscribers. Thank you once again for your time, and we look forward to helping you achieve your CSR goals.